Hey YouTube, Samuel here. What's going on, guys? Hope everything's going well for you today. Bringing you another deck profile. It's of my windups, obviously, because there's Magician. Really super fun deck to play. I love the archetype. I wanted to try it out and ended up just loving it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on into the deck profile. I actually debated running this over Heroes today. I decided to go with Heroes at locals, but top first with Heroes. So if you haven't checked out that profile, go check it out now on my channel. I'll post a link to it down in the description. I went to locals with Whirlwind Knight from Team Zero. I'll also post a link to his channel in the description. Go sub to his channel. He's got a lot of cool videos and everything like that. Anyway, 3 Magician because Magician is good, and I run 3 because it's easier to go into with your, for your OTK loops and stuff like that. Of course, 3 Shark because it's Shark and it's pretty self-explanatory. And actually, I think this is a pretty splashable card, in my opinion. You got 3 Rat, obviously switch to defense and special summon one of your level 4 or lower windup monsters, which happens to be all of them. 3 Rabbit because with Factory this does ridiculous shenanigans, and having 3 of them on the field and attacking for game is always fun. Hunter, just run 1 Hunter. The loop is still plausible, but it's not always a necessity because you have just so much speed to go into a lot of your OTKs and stuff like that, so you don't necessarily need Hunter, but I have it in there just in case I need to go in the hand loop. But drawing in this card is never fun, so yeah, that's why we run 1-1. And of course you got double Tour Guide and Sangan. I do not run Night Assailant or Tour Bus. That's just personal preference. If you feel the need to run one of those two for an additional target, I would recommend Tour Bus because you can recycle your extra deck cards like Zenmaedi or whatever. Double Max C instead of Valor. I just feel like Max C is much more of an efficient hand trap, at least as of right now in the format. Forces your opponent to go into a lot of interesting decisions, and it just gives you super plus. So double Max C, double Snowman Eater because it's Snowman Eater, and a lot of things have a hard time getting around it, and it stops a lot of your opponent's pesky monsters like Thunder King. That takes care of the monsters. There are 20 of them. Let's go ahead and move on to the spells. Triple Factory. Factory is self-explanatory. I prefer 3. A lot of players have ran 2 or sometimes 1. I just prefer them at 3. Triple MST because I hate back row, and the MST is really consistent at 3. I always draw into an MST, and it's always been used. It's so good. 1-of spells. Heavy Storm, Avarice. This card wins games, especially when you draw into it turn 1 with your combo cards. Dark Hole and Reborn. That takes care of the spells. There's 10 of them. Pretty self-explanatory. Double Dimensional Prisons. Still a great card of the format. I think this is going to be one of the top trap cards of the format. I might even bump this up to 3. I'm not sure yet. Double Bottomless Trap Hole. Just for additional removal. Gets rid of cards like, again, Thunder King or Alias. And just big boss monsters like BLS, etc. Double Torrential, because splashing is a good out in case you don't draw into your defensive combos. You can go Tour Guide Sangan, set a Torrential, and then just splash on your opponent's summon. 1 Mirror Force for defense, and of course you got the Solemn Brigade. So yeah, there's 10 traps as well. 40 card deck exactly. So it's pretty balanced, pretty self-explanatory. Extra deck, of course, you got the 1 carrier. I understand why they limited it and brought it down to 1. Of course, it got rid of the majority of the hand loop, but there's still some ridiculous OTKs and combo plays that rely on this card. So this is like the staple rank 3 for windups. In fact, I'm gonna make a separate video if you guys want to go check that out of the 2 OTKs that I know of and the Shockmaster play. So be on the lookout for that. And then of course you got your Giga Brilliant for your attack boost. For your big combo plays. Levier to get back removed monsters. Leviathan because it's Leviathan. Zenmain's pretty staple, just like Leviathan. Tempo because this card has won me so many games, and it's an answer to Zenmains, and it's an answer to a lot of A lot of pesky stall monsters and everything. So in less than 2 turns, it gets up to 27. So it's a big beater too. Acid Golem because it's Acid Golem and it's a big beater. Shockmaster because Shockmaster is absolutely ridiculous and it's easy to go into. Photon Papilloperative. This card is absolutely incredible. This format. I run this in almost every one of my extra decks. The reason being, I hate pesky cards like Spirit Reaper and Marshmallow and other defensive cards. It's almost too good not to run. So I just have a really big personal preference on this card. I really like it, this format. Of course, one Zen-Meister. Didn't think this card was ever going to see as much play as it does now. But it's also required for one of the OTKs, which I'll show you in the next video. So that's why I run a Zen-Meister. Of course, you got Utopia and Utopia Ray. Utopia Ray because I side Mind Control and do shenanigans with that card. And then Adrius, Tyrus, and Zenmayo for the rank 5s. Because Sharks can spam 3s, 4s, and 5s like you wouldn't believe in this freaking deck. It's so crazy. I love the speed of this deck. But anyway, guys, that is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to comment if you have anything to say. Just do it, because shenanigans. Go ahead, click that subscribe button for more videos. And like I said, I'll get that combo loop, that video up here in just a few minutes. So go check that out. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorite cards of this format. Just Shark. It looks so cool and it's so cute. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.